Welcome, my friends, to a nation of mystery, danger, and magic. The land of Kubrad has stood for nigh on 500 years, secluded inside the Great Rift, with several other lands since time forgotten. Time has not been kind to Kubrad and its neighbors. Disaster after calamity has befallen these countries over the centuries, but adversity breeds hearty folk. Through luck and perseverance, Kubrad has risen from these times of turmoil, though at times only just. Our story begins with meetings and troubles and strangers, but calmly in the dark. It is nearing midnight aboard the River Runner as it glides along the Iron Rust River towards Riverhold. Many of its passengers are leaving Kubraden for the first time, running towards something or away from it. A few of them destined for greatness or infamy. Jinx, roll a stealth check. Go. Jinx. This journey, though cramped in your hiding place, at least isn't boring. The place that you have chosen to hold up for this voyage has proven to be quite concealed, and it came furnished with a knothole, perfect for watching the comings and goings in the ship's galley. You have been able to count about a dozen different passengers by way of your spy hole. You aren't sure why, but three stand out in your mind. First, a tall, lithe elf who seems to be studying a book whenever you see her. She reminds you of Auric in a way, but you cannot place it. The second, a tan, black-haired human of average height, has you intrigued with her gleaming red eyes and a sword that never leaves her side. And third, a red tiefling with shoulder-length, jet-black hair, an imposing build, who almost seems familiar. It is the third who most fills your thoughts at the moment, as he nearly stumbled upon your cozy spot a moment ago and is now sitting in the cargo hold, just feet from you. What do you do?
I check to see if he looks like he's noticed me.
It doesn't seem so. Seems to be sitting there, kind of mumbling to himself. He almost seems a little disturbed.
Am I able to sneak away from my hiding spot?
He's pretty much right on the other side of the crates from where you're hiding. So you might be able to, but it would be quite difficult.
I rummage through my rucksack and put on a disguise similar to the deckhands and attempt to seem like I was already there.
Go ahead and roll deception for me. Okay. So you get your disguise on. You think it looks pretty good, and you're gonna approach him now.
Yes.
Okay. What do you say?
Good day, sir. I hear you seem worried. Is there anything I can assist you with?
Reaper, she's talking to you.
Oh, no, I'm good, thank you.
While I'm standing next to him, I look to see what book he's reading.
He wasn't really reading a book, he just looked kind of disturbed, like, he was sorting something out in his mind.
I walk past him. I don't know what to do with him, so he wasn't clear, and I just continue on my way as if
Okay. Salandris, Ravina, can you both roll perception checks for me? I'm sorry if I didn't make it clear, but Reaper stumbled, and that brought him to your attention initially. And it made quite a racket. Yeah.
Okay.
Both of you heard it. Are you guys wanting to investigate? You guys are in your chambers, and it's around midnight. Something just made some noise in the cargo hold.
Flanders won't investigate at all.
Okay.
I'd step out of my chambers just to look around to see if there's any other commotion.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, but you do see a crewman seeming to go down to check the hold. Jinx and Reaper, you guys hear the crewman on their way.
Since I hear him, I know he's not going to recognize me, so I look around to see if there's another place I can slink into the shadows.
You could probably get hidden behind some other crates. Reaper's, the tiefling with you is going to know where you're at.
I look like I'm busy sweeping behind the crates so that it looks like I'm actually working.
Okay. The door opens with kind of a slam. It's actually the door at the top of a ladder that opens. He comes down, and he looks around. He says to you, Jinx, "What are you doing down here?" And then to you, Reaper, "You, sir, you shouldn't be in here. You should be in the galley or in your chambers. What are you doing here?"
Whatever I want. You don't control boat world.
Captain told me to come down here and sweep.
Recognize your voice.
I'm new here, sir.
We didn't pick up any new passengers in Kubraden, or any new crew anyway in Kubraden. I'm gonna have to go tell the captain about this.
You don't want to bother the captain. He's busy.
He turns around and starts leaving. You guys do anything to stop him?
By this point, I would have actually, after I heard the door slam, I would have actually gone to investigate.
Okay, so you are in the hall and the crewman is approaching you now. He says, "Back to your chambers, passenger. I have business with the captain."
What was the noise?
There are people in the hold that shouldn't be there.
And why do you say they shouldn't be there?
One's a passenger, but the hold is off limits to passengers. The other is dressed like a crewman, but I do not recognize them at all on this journey.
Do you know everybody on this ship?
All 16 passengers, all 30 crewmen. Yes.
Okay then. Be on your way.
Okay. The crewman goes back above decks, and while he's away, what are you guys doing?
Well, I look back, wait for him to act like I'm gonna go back to my chambers, but wait for him to get out of sight, and I go check on the door that was slammed. Or
Okay. Well, you go into the cargo hold. Do you go in, or?
oh, at first I wait and listen.
Okay. Well, you hear movement in there. There's definitely people in there.
I go down.
Okay. You see a half-elf. Seems to be dressed like one of the crew. And then you see the tiefling that you've actually had a run-in with him previous on this journey. You kind of turned him down with your sword.
You again? Really?
Reaper.
I'm just minding my own business. Anyone who talks to me, I'm just not gonna respond.
Okay.
Just gonna sit and watch everybody. I'm observing, seeing what all the ruckus is.
Okay.
And
Well, you
like you said, I have a lot
made
on
the
my mind.
ruckus. You made the ruckus. You tripped over a crate.
yeah, that doesn't mean
Okay.
everyone's got to be all in my business.
Okay, Jinx.
I'm starting to freak out because I know he's going to the captain and I know that I'm not supposed to be here. So I start yelling at Reaper that it's his fault that I got caught. And
Be a better sneak. What do you want me to say?
you're the one who fell and made the ruckus. No one would have come down here if it wasn't for you.
Well, we're already here. What are we stealing?
Stealing?
What are you sneaking around for? Like, what are we doing?
I just wanted free passage to Riverhold. I didn't have any money. I need to get to Riverhold.
All right, so anyone who has an issue with that, just come to me. I'll take care of it. You taking a free ride doesn't affect my voyage. So if anyone has an issue, I'll help you fix the issue.
Thank
Okay. Solandris, you overhear this yelling coming from the cargo hold. Are you wanting to go investigate this at all?
That's commonplace. The crew will deal with it.
Excuse me, I'm still standing right here.
Well,
was getting
unless
to
you
you
want an
next.
Eldritch Blast, I suggest you find somewhere else to stand.
Try it.
Oh, okay. He just called you out.
Think about where you're standing. You really want to damage the one thing that's going to get you across the water?
That's under the assumption that there'll be collateral damage. I'm very skilled with my shots.
You do think for a second and realize that the cargo hold is below the water line.
How many days have we been out to sea? And how many days do we expect to
It's
step
not
on?
sea. You're on a very large river, like think 3 or 4 times the width of the Mississippi. It would be kind of a pain to get to shore, but you could probably make it before you drown yourself. But you guys have been on the boat like 3 days, and you guys are going to arrive in Riverhold about 12 hours from now. Maybe, if they don't put you off the boat.
Anyway, I wave my hand at him and I look at Jinx. Why are you here?
I just need to get to Riverhold.
Yo, I whisper to Jinx.
Why?
Is this guy bothering you?
Girl.
Is this...
I don't know what he's gonna do, but I need to get to Riverhold.
Yo, if this dude's bothering you, I can just make him go away.
If he doesn't say anything, if you both could just
I'm a 5'9" black-haired woman.
I said dude.
You said he.
Okay. You guys start hearing, it sounds like there's several people approaching. Salandris, you hear people coming nearby your quarters as well. Sounds like there's a group of them coming towards the cargo hold. What are you guys doing?
When I hear this, I grab Jinx and look around and not throw her, but forcefully guide her to a hidden area where she won't be seen.
Okay. Jinx, are you gonna go ahead and hide in there?
I am going to hide and hope that I can trust.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Huh.
You're pretty sure you're hidden?
Once she's there, I just look back at thing and just point and walk towards the ladder.
So, you're walking towards the ladder. Reaper, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. Her. You guys both come out of the cargo hold, and the group approaches you. There's like 6 or 7 crewmen. You can't quite tell. It's still kind of dark. Even with dark vision and stuff, there's enough. There's enough. And they, what are you guys doing?
Mean mugging any seaman that gets in my face.
I put my arm up just to across his chest just to silence him or try to silence him.
Yo,
Okay.
I paid to be on this boat legitimately, right? I can tough talk anybody I want.
You guys
heard
know
the
you're not supposed to be in the cargo hold. Now, where's the other? You, miss, or were you the one wearing the crewman outfit?
Use me?
Were you the
No.
one that... Because we were told somebody was impersonating a crew member.
Yo, I think it was this guy, and I pointed Raven.
Was it you, miss?
No, is the guy that I passed in the hall that was going to the captain there?
He's at the back. Do you want to...
Obviously, I am not this person. Just ask. I point to that guy.
Yeah, she's
Ask them.
another passenger. Why did you... What? I thought I told you to go back to your hold.
I heard the commotion and I wanted to see what was going on. I trust no one. and I wanted to make sure
Well,
everything was fine before I went
the
back
bigger
to my
one at the
room.
front says, "Okay, okay. You guys go back to your cabins. We'll take care of this."
I point. This is Beckett Sting's character, and go. This was the only one down there.
Well, we'll confirm it. You guys go back to your cabins. We put in at noon. There will be breakfast served in the morning.
Any idea what breakfast will be? Hopefully something good this time.
The standard fare, roast mutton. It's better than most would get.
Will it at least be warm this time as I walk away?
Sting, do you also?
I flip off whoever was just talking and
Okay.
follow Raven's character.
Okay. The guards all go down in. Do you guys chill out, watch?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, they go down in, they spend a good 10 minutes in there, and they come back out. They don't seem to have found anything. Jinx, this is the most tense 10 minutes you've had in probably 3 days. You're used to hiding.
Once the last person comes out without Jinx, I grab Sting and push him in front of me to start going back to our cabins.
Okay.
I shoot an Eldritch Blast into the river.
All the crewmen jump. Go back to your cabin.
Show off.
Okay. You guys go back to your cabins. Salandris kind of heard a little bit of what happened outside. You definitely heard the Eldritch Blast go off. Are you doing anything? No?
So I've heard the conversation. No.
Yeah, you
The
heard
crew's
enough of
dealt
it.
with the issue.
Yeah. So you're just gonna go back to your book?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll continue with my research.
Sweet. Jinx, you cuddle back into your hidey hole once you feel a little more secure. You're pretty certain nobody's gonna find you before morning. So you go ahead and catch a few bits, a little bit of sleep. And Ravina, Reaper, you guys both get back to your cabins just fine. Have a nice little nap as well. And for now, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Rhina. Rhina Alona. It has been months since you have set foot in a town of any size, and at least a week since you last spoke to another person. You have been following the mountains south since arriving in this land. You had crossed an unkept road just a few days before up in the north, but you continued south to the river. This morning you left your campsite by the river, continuing downstream. You met up with the road. Assume it's the same one as before. And you went ahead and followed it into the town. A town that you don't even know the name of. On the way there, you did hear something about Kubrad? Like maybe it was this land? You're not sure. As you enter the town, before you is an avenue. The avenue is leading east. It's lined by trees to the left short stone walls to the right. A few villas. To your immediate left, there's a large structure with a fist emblazoned above the doorframe. It's the first familiar thing you've seen in this land.
A large what above the door frame?
A large fist, clenched.
Okay.
It's the first familiar thing you've seen in this land, the symbol of the clenched fist.
Alright.
One of the religious orders. To your right are tall stone walls and a gatehouse. Looming above these walls, a tall octagonal tower with imposing height and design. What would you like to do?
So looking at the gatehouse, do I see anyone stationed there?
There's guards.
Uh-huh. Like, and guards along the walls too, I assume?
You see a couple of, manning a few of the corner parapets. If you look on the map, I'll ping where you're at. You're right about here.
Where'd you ping me?
Right on roll 20. I'm pinging, it should show up as a circle on roll 20 for you.
Shift click and it'll drag your attention.
Shift click. Control click, alt click, I don't know. Done all of them.
Sorry, I clicked something wrong.
Okay. In Riverhold, you are at this intersection by number 4 on the map, the Order of the Clenched Fist.
I can't like move the map. I can zoom in and out, but I can't choose where it zooms in.
You should have scroll bars at the bottom top. Like, it should only have so much width, which is the 2 maps.
Okay, like maybe I need to use a scroll bar. So, like I'm trying to do the scroll thing, but it's not working. Okay.
So.
Okay, that's a bit annoying. Let me see if I can turn the scroll bars on.
While I'm shift clicking, it should drag you exactly to where it is on the map.
Okay, yeah, I can see where you're pinging on the map. I'm just trying to get a better view of the map.
Oh, okay. So I've got mine set to about 50%, and it shows both maps pretty well.
Right. Okay. I'm just using my laptop screen, and I don't have scroll bars. Like, I zoom in and then I lose scroll bars.
I see.
It's weird.
Like, if you want to look on the stream, I've got it up.
Okay, I don't see the stream on Discord. Like.
No, on Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch stream. Yeah. So you're here.
Right.
It's mid-morning.
Apparently I'm not logged into Twitch at the moment. Okay, so...
Yep. You were right. Right there.
Okay. So I start heading south towards the gate.
Okay. The guards stop you. What business do you have within the fort?
I'm seeking shelter for the night.
There's an inn in town. The fort is for the guards. And
Okay,
the royals.
so where do I need to go for that?
Follow the road. There is the Drunken Steed below the cliff in lower Riverhold. There is also the salty halfling across the river. You will have to pay the ferryman, but it should not be too expensive.
Thank you. I'm on my way to the salty halfling.
Okay. So then you come down the road. There's a cliff, and you make your way down into this area. Now you're over here. Oh, over here. The ferryman, he charges you a silver piece to take you across.
Let's see. The other end's across as well, right?
The other inn is right here, number 6, the Drunken Steed.
Number 6? Okay, I guess I'll go check out that one first before going across the river.
Okay. You enter, the sign above the door of the Drunken Steed shows quite literally a drunken steed, a horse drinking from a trough with XXX label on it.
Dude, that horse knows how to party.
Yes, it does. Is the Drunken Steed. You enter, and let's see. Gotta click over here. Sorry. I didn't make a name, did I? Yeah, you enter into the Drunken Steed, and there's a human behind the counter in the common room. Seems to be all the chairs are set up on the tables. You approach the counter, and the woman greets you from behind the bar, says, thank you for coming to the Drunken Steed. May I interest you in a lodging for the night?
And ale first.
We do not actually serve ale here at this establishment. We do serve breakfast for all of our guests. We're kind of a newer type of inn. We like to think of ourselves as a bed and breakfast.
Do you? I guess I look around the room, like what the kind of patrons.
There's literally nobody in the common room. All the chairs are currently on the tables. There's a couch by the fireplace, but the fireplace it doesn't even have a fire in it. Again, it's getting a little later in the morning.
They do have a Drunken Steed. It's like, all right, well then I'll be on my way.
No ale at the Drunken Steed. Yes. Only for the
yeah.
horses.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a place that actually has something to drink. So, like,
Okay.
I've been on the road for a while, and I need something.
Well, the ferryman's about to take some people across. Sure, he won't charge much. He usually charges just a silver piece.
All right, a silver.
Okay. Well, I take it you go over to the ferryman. And yeah, he's got a couple of people loading up, and he says, "Yeah, I don't like to break my silvers. I don't have any copper, so silver's gonna be it if you want to cross."
All right then.
Okay. He takes the silver piece, loads everybody up. As you're crossing, you see coming from downstream from the east, off in this direction a little ways. There's a large riverboat coming in.
Oh, I see. Like, do I see people out on the decks?
Oh, yeah, you see people milling about, but it's still off in the distance. Maybe, just...
Yeah.
You can see it. that's about it. It's gonna be a couple of minutes before the ferryman gets going, so let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Tentacle Tegus. It's getting close.
I guess like my character will head it like to the salty halfling in the meantime. Like,
Well, you're on the ferry at the moment.
oh, I'm still on the ferry. Okay.
Yep, scene change. Sorry.
Okay.
We're moving on to Teg for a minute. It's approaching noon as you pass a farmhouse along the road from Gravenport. The river, finally in sight, is calming and welcome. Another 10 minutes on the road brings it into view, your destination, Riverhold. Before you, the road widens into an open area. To your right, you see a well-rutted path to the ferry, and a large slate-roofed building with red tenting down the front. Familiar odors of a fish market fill your nose. To your right, a somewhat run-down building. The sign on the front features a halfling in a cask, salt spilling out. The road continues west towards a cluster of small houses and several large brick buildings, steel roofs glinting in the sun, and smokestacks spewing dark plumes. On the river, you see a large boat coming in from downstream, and across the river atop the cliff, you see great stone walls dotted with towers all along. A larger tower peaks above those walls, commanding a view for miles around, you're sure. A grumbling in your stomach and an ache in your legs seem to be prompting you to seek a meal and a soft bed for the night. As you look around, you do see a woman that catches your eye, approaching on the trail from the ferry. She is a tall half-elf, dressed in the garb of sailors, blue of all shades evident, the folds and layers. What do you do, Teg?
Oh, I say hello.
Rhina? This...
Looking for a drink?
Drink and food. I'm starving.
Sounds good to me. What the fuck you doing?
Go to this place with this salty cup.
Sweet.
Alright.
Guys,
Hopefully they got something.
guys going in the tavern then?
Yes.
As you enter the tavern, your eyes are greeted by several patrons. First, a half-elf, dressed somewhat exotically in blue marine garb. Oh, wait, no. You already met the half-elf.
Yep.
Oh, you guys enter together. There is a tall half-orc sitting at the end of the bar. He's got fish hooks braided into his hair. He's hunched over the bar and kind of grumbling, and drinking a mug of ale. Yeah, a male of Ugg. There's an elderly gnome behind the counter. He hops up onto a stool and greets you cheerfully. Welcome to the Salty Halfling. I am Simonek. You look hungry. Have a seat. He directs you to a table.
We go to the table, or at least I do.
What will you guys be having today? We can get you meal, drinks. That should cost about 5 silver. Or if you would like a night, we'll do it for a silver, with the meal included.
That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Want a pint first, if you don't mind.
Get those right out. Get the meal cooking. We have some potatoes. What kind of meat do you like? We have pork or mutton.
Seafood around here?
Plenty of fish in the river. But yes, we can get you some fish.
Yeah, give me some fish.
Okay. We have a
Not
fine
that
trout.
lately. I'm looking for the mutton.
Okay. One trout, one mutton, and a couple of large pints of ale. The gnome kind of scurries back through a door into the kitchen. Comes back out. Here's your mugs.
Thank you, sir.
Says, I'll be back with your food in just a moment. Runs back in there. Comes back out with your plates. Got a nice... It's, quickly prepared, but... They used lemon juice to cook the fish. It looks divine. Looks almost raw, too. The mutton, juicy, moist. Full of aroma and flavor. Then we'll leave you guys there for just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody on the boat, I need either a dex save or an acrobatics.
Okay.
Hey. So, everybody on the boat. With a loud whine of tearing planks and a sudden jolt, you all realize that this boat is not going to make it to the dock. Within an instant, a cacophony of yelling crewmen and passengers fill the air as you all get jostled. Almost like the boat stopped for a second and then was shoved forward. Doesn't seem to be moving anymore, except for the water is now coming around your ankles. You all scramble to the ladders, getting back up onto the deck, and as does everybody. As you guys reach the deck, the boat starts to tip, listing hard to one side. The captain turns to you and shouts, "Gather as many passengers into the skiffs as you can. We are going down. And you, Miss Stowaway, picked the right ship, it seems." Pointing at you, Jinx. He points you then down to towards the small boats that are hanging feet above the water, still tethered to the rails of the ship. What do you guys do?
First off, I look at Sting's character. What'd you do?
No, I didn't even get a chance to do anything.
Uh-huh. And I go towards Jinx's character and hand on her shoulder and start to guide her to one of the boats.
I follow.
Yeah, this means we get a refund, right?
I just look back like, really?
The captain looks at you incredulously like, "Get to helping the other passengers on those boats! They're all gonna die if we don't get them off."
Yo, I run up to Raven's character and say, "Yo, let's grab the thing and just take off. We don't need the rest of these guys. Just me, you, and the stowaway. Let's just leave. Screw 'em."
Solandris, what are you doing?
Following the captain's orders, I'm trying to assist and direct the other passengers to some of the skiffs alongside the crew.
Okay, these skiffs are now kind of hanging off the side of the boat at a weird angle. You guys might want to cut them loose before the boat takes them down.
I draw my sword as I get to the closest one, moving Jinx behind me so I don't hit her, and cut the rope on the ones in front of us.
Okay, not even gonna have you roll an attack for that. It's just cutting some rope. You're good. There's still one more attached. Anybody else Got a sharp
going
one?
towards the other one and using my dagger to cut it.
Okay. So, who's going into which boat?
I follow Raven, and then any other civilian passengers that try to join, I point my finger gun at them and threaten to Eldritch Blast them if they try to hop in.
I grab him and throw him in the boat.
Okay. Go ahead and, no. Reaper, you're just prone in the boat now. Salandris. You see Jinx having cut the lines. You probably join her in that boat, and you guys start gathering the passengers. Teg, Ilona, you guys hear a large crash in the distance to the north. You guys are about halfway in through your meal. Then you hear a bunch of shouting. Then suddenly the door crashes open to the tavern. A halfling rushes in, shouting, "We need all hands! The river runner is gutted and sinking!" The half-orc at the bar, in a sudden jumps up, flinging the bar stool he was on across the common area. He turns to you two and shouts, "You heard him! You're needed as much as I!" and rushes out the door towards the docks. What do you guys do?
I get back on my feet.
Oh no, this is Teg and Rhina.
This is Teg and Rhina.
You guys are helping passengers, or you're prone.
Sting's in the boat like, why?
Look down at my food, look at the door, and then continue eating.
How about you, Rhina?
For the commotion to die down a little bit, I've been on the road forever. I need a meal.
Well,
So,
you guys see the gnome come back out from the back room. Looks at you. Doesn't have a cheery look on his face anymore. Says, "If you don't get out there to help, I'll have you exited from this establishment permanently."
So, does that mean I don't have to pay for a meal?
I'm pretty sure he'll make you pay for the meal.
Well, I'll go help some people if this meal has come.
meal later.
Maybe you just wait and see.
Fine.
I'll get you a fresh fish when you're done. Go help those people.
I say, all right, and slowly slink out the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are approaching the docks, and you see the halfling from before frantically ordering people into large rowboats. The half-orc from the bar, with very little help, is heaving these rowboats off of racks and into the water. Out in the river, a large rowboat, the boat you guys both saw previously, is listing heavily. You guys can see a gaping hole near the bow of the ship. Just huge. This boat is going down. Surrounding this sinking craft are passengers and crewmen that are grasping at anything that floats. The halfling rushes up to you. Hurry, take that boat! Rescue as many as you can load up! He waves you down to the shore and into a boat, and before you know it, the half-orc shoves your boat out into the river, shouting after you. Get at her then, people for saving! So you guys are all in boats, out on the water, people to rescue. What are you guys doing?
Am I allowed to stand up? Am I in this part?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Everybody
Everybody
Go
now.
ahead.
I fucking stand back up, look at Raven, angry as heck, and point my finger at the closest other ship and fire a shot at it.
Okay, so you
You're
fire.
on a boat, damn it!
You fire.
We're on a river. These
You're
people
on-
can basically stand. All right, they're not dying.
No, this river is pretty deep. You notice that this giant riverboat is now half underwater and still going down, sinking deeper.
Well, people better start swimming?
Lengthwise. It's pretty deep. Pretty deep.
What is? You know what? Just sit down and stay out of the way. Really?
No, if they can't swim, they don't deserve to be saved.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Prove it. Go get him.
No.
Well, so people are swimming towards your boat, Ravina, Reaper, and they're grabbing on, and I assume, Ravina, you're at least helping them in.
I'm helping them in, glancing back, making sure he's not trying to blow anybody else up.
Salandris, Chinks, you guys are in another boat. You guys helping people as well, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Aren't they on our boat?
No, there's 3 boats, 2 people in
Okay.
each boat. Tegus, Rhina, you guys are shoved out into this mess. You guys are helping, I assume.
Looking for like whoever's going to be the most troublesome to save and get them out of the way.
Okay.
I
I do
assume
the
that like
opposite.
I assume that where we are is kind of counts as the coastal region.
Well, it's
Maybe?
it's a river. You know what? You know how to get. You can kind of judge who can swim from seeing them flounder. You guys notice that though that the people all dressed similarly in crewman's garb are all kind of helping people towards the boats and helping them up in, but not actually getting them into the boats. So it looks like they're helping you guys save the passengers as well. It takes a little bit. The boat sinks completely, vanishes between the surface, and the surface of the river almost gets completely calm, as if it's not even flowing for a few minutes. Then starts, looking normal again, kind of flowing downstream. The captain, standing on the open water where the ship went down, looks down and just stares into the depths. You guys row everybody back to the shore. Doesn't look like anybody was lost. The crew have got a tally of the passengers and of each other, and it seems everything's good. And with a heavy breath, the rescue is finished.
I stopped the captain and asked him exactly how many people.
The captain's standing on the water
Okay,
out in the
person-
middle of the river.
on the side, the person that's quote unquote in charge.
Okay.
I asked him exactly how many people are accounted for.
Well, a halfling and a orc gather the 6 of you together. Tag, Rhina, you guys recognize them from before. The halfling says, we are grateful for your assistance today. No souls were lost. Just the ship. The captain, well, maybe a bit of his soul was lost too.
How many people are accounted for? I need an exact number.
There were 16 passengers plus Miss Stowaway here, and 30 crewmen.
And they're all accounted for,
They are
including
all
her?
They are all accounted for, including the
Okay.
Stowaway. Miss Stowaway will not have to worry about that. The captain's loss is more than just the silver that you would have paid for your passage. We are most grateful, though, for your assistance today. Then the half-orc drops his hand on top of the halfling's head, says, "Hey, the time for pleasantries is not here yet, Adric. Let's dry ourselves and fill ourselves at the salty halfling. 'Tis me treat for all ye did." The half-orc then turns around and walks towards the tavern. Abric shrugs and follows behind. What do you guys do?
Question why the ship sank, maybe?
I'm just gonna follow the sexy orc back into the tavern.
Okay.
I'm gonna get food again. Like, I got rudely interrupted.
Right?
Free food is free.
Well, sweet. So, Reaper, who are you asking? Were you going to go after the orc, or were you going out to talk to the captain about it?
No, I'm just gonna keep following Ravina and just laugh at the fact that nobody questioned why the ship sank. The ship just sank, and everyone's like, "All right, let's go get some food."
I just assumed there was some jerk on there casting random Eldritch Blasts into the water.
Not my ship. Doesn't matter to me. Why should it?
I put my arm across Jinx's shoulders, like in a guiding manner, and walk with her back with the orc, or the half orc.
Okay.
Kind of guiding her / continually looking around to make sure nobody messes with her.
Okay, and Solandris?
I'm gonna stay out until the captain comes from to actually figure out what happened with the ship. Is that a common occurrence?
Okay. So 5 of you go in. You enter into the rustic tavern. Full of people now, welcoming and cheering you on. Many of the passengers and the crewmen from the sunken ship are occupying the tables. However, one stands unused. The halfling, Aberic, and the half-orc motion you to sit and join you at the table. The half-orc introduces himself. My name is Dangrog. Thank you very much. You notice his tone and voice is completely different. Thank you very much for the assistance today. We welcome you. I will, you will all eat well tonight. You will all have a room, whether to yourself or with each other, as you need. Simonek will he motions to the gnome behind the counter. Simonek will keep you accommodated.
I basically, like, not point, but put my hand out to have Jinx sit next to me at the table. Once she sits down, I sit down.
Jinx, are you gonna sit down?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
But are you gonna sit down stealthily?
I slink into the seat,
Okay.
looking for the food.
I sit at the table with the ladies.
And the man. There's, another man there too.
He doesn't exist in my world.
Okay. Solan. We'll get back to you guys in the tavern in just a moment. Solandris. The captain doesn't seem to be moving. Just standing out there on the water in the middle of the river. Like, pretty much, I'll ping on the map right here. Just standing there where the boat went down.
On the river, or standing on something in the river?
No, standing on the water. You recognize this as some sort of water walking magic.
So he's gonna sit out there and mourn his loss of his ship. I guess I'll speak with him later then. And I'll head into the salty bathtub.
Okay.
Tis deal.
When the halfling sees you come in, he motions for you and to an open seat at the table with the rest of the people that you're just now meeting. None of you know each other. You guys are all eating together. Are you guys going to introduce yourselves to each other?
I say thank you to Ravina and Reaper for assisting me. Tell them I owe them one.
Okay. Guys,
I am Ravina, before I continue that sentence, I cut myself off and say, "You're welcome. You owe me nothing." And then I look around at the rest of the table to try to figure out who they are, type of thing. Not
okay.
get into specifics, but to try to remember faces.
Okay, well, Solandris, you do remember being on the boat with you. It's hard to mistake the elf with the book always in front of her face. Reaper, of course, you've met previously. The other two, however, you're not sure. They complete, like, never met them before in your entire life. They both seem to be dressed somewhat of the sea. The half-elf with shades of blue. The other... I don't know. What are you wearing, Tag?
Clothes?
Do you have particular colors? Do you have a theme?
No theme. Just probably a white shirt and some slacks.
So, but in a nautical style, right?
A puffy shirt.
A puffy shirt. Okay, sweet. Do you guys introduce yourselves to each other?
You did.
I know you
I just
did, Raven.
I look up and nod at them and ask them if they tried the fish.
We just no.
I say, hey guys, remember the time our boat sank? It's good times.
Aberic,
I don't even look at him. I just put my hand in my head like really.
the halfling Aberic, he stands up on his chair. He says, "I want to give a toast to you fine people. I don't know how or where you came from, but today you helped save a lot of people. And I want to thank you from the bottom of the Fishing Guild's heart. My name is Aberic Quickhook. I am the guild master of the Fishing Guild. My friend Dangrog here, whom a couple of you met before. This half-orc is kind of taller than most, than pretty much anybody in the room. He's well-built, throwing boats around, and has fish hooks in the braids of his hair. He stands up. Thank you, Aberic. I have some business that I need some help with, but that can wait until morning. For now, I would like you to get to know each other, for I have a feeling that all of you will need to work together to be able to assist with what I have. Now, don't fret. There will be rewards. But, for now, let us feast."
After he says that, I like give a slide-eyed Sting's character and look up and roll my eyes and get to eating.
Hey, you guys all gonna be eating? Anybody else have anything they want to say?
I look up for a brief second to stop eating and ask them which one of y'all put the hole in the boat.
I say I wish, but I never got the chance.
Dangrog says, "We will be investigating that. We do not believe anybody here at fault. We're not sure what happened, It is a strange occurrence. We will be looking into it, because these riverboats are our lifeline to the capital. There's much wilderness between here and there. If it's not safe for them to travel, then the mining, the fishing, none of these things work.
The next riverboat coming.
I look at the last person that came in and sat down. Solandris.
Solandris.
Yeah. Well, I don't know your name, but I look at you and go, "What did you see what the captain was standing on? Was he standing on the boat in the water?"
No, he was just standing on the water surface itself.
What? How?
More than likely, he has a magically enchanted item, or he himself knows magic.
But how would...
I asked him if he thinks he was standing on a dolphin or not.
This is a dolphin.
Big fish.
I highly doubt that. He was clearly standing just on the water itself.
But you don't know for sure. There could have been 2 dolphins.
I've never heard of this dolphin. But why? How would he? It troubles me that he would know to cast that spell if it was.
Well, he's a man of the sea. He lives on the ocean all his life. It'd be common practice for a captain to know something like that.
Perhaps, but how much time would it have taken him to do this? Could he have known that the boat was going down?
It's the
Before
night.
the boat was going down?
As the night wears on, as you guys converse about this, eventually the door does open and the captain walks in. Dangrog beckons him over to the final remaining seat at this table. This is a 11-seat table, guys.
Big freaking table.
Or something like that. But anyway, no, it's a 9-seat table. That's what it is. But the captain sits, very sorrowful look on his face. He has just lost everything. His entire livelihood. Dangrog pats him on the shoulder and says, "Be okay. Be okay. We will find another way for you to be on the water again." The captain
First time
look-
lose.
Go ahead.
I asked him, first time losing a ship.
Captain replies, "Aye. She was one that I built. With help, of course. It's a very large ship. It'd take a lifetime to build it by myself. But my blood, sweat, and tears are in the planks of that boat, which are gone. I've never seen a river as deep as this."
Sad thing to lose your true home.
We will
You know what
rebuild.
happened.
I wish I knew. The sounder said it was almost as if something pierced through the bottom of the ship, reaching up from the depths. What that was, we will likely never know, but there was a strange glow under the water just before it happened. That glow faded with
Was it
the
some
ship.
fiend? Was it some fiend or some device?
Could not see anything clearly. Just a glow that vanished as the ship vanished beneath the wave.
At this point, I'm
Surface.
staring at Sting.
Yo,
I don't
before.
I don't
wish I
say
could take
anything.
credit
I
for this.
just stare at him.
I whispered to the captain, I heard if you cry about it, the boat will fix itself.
Averick perks up, says, "We have divers at the fishing guild. We will see what we can find. But know this, no diver has been to the bottom of the wharves here. This river, we built our docks here because of how deep and calm it is. But our sounders cannot even find the bottom."
So, change of subject. Where can
Yeah.
someone make money around here?
Dangrog says, "I have a task that I will discuss with you in the morning. It is getting late, however. Would you like to retire to your rooms?"
Before we go, were you standing on dolphins?
Captain looks at you and says, "It was dolphins." Holds his hand up and the ring on his finger slightly shimmers.
Middle finger?
Yeah, that guy has Ring of Dolphins? Can we steal that from him?
To be honest, it's a ring of water walkie. He was just giving you shit about the dolphins.
I like this guy.
I reassure him, like, I didn't hear a no to the dolphin question. So I think it was dolphins.
It was not dolphins, you fool. This ring, with it, I can walk on water. It is a cursed ring, though, for a captain of a ship to not be able to go down with it.
Yo, I couldn't hear you over the sound of your ship sinking. Can you repeat that?
Even I have to laugh at that one. In character.
Yeah. Dangrog puts his hand on the captain's shoulder and laughs, says, "Please, Red Sir, while that was a clever joke, this man has lost his everything. Imagine losing your mother. It would be the same."
Something tells me he doesn't care. I actually said that.
Sting, what does Reaper do?
I sit there and keep chuckling at my own joke. Like, don't even acknowledge that they just spoke to me.
Okay. Guys, ready to retire for the night then?
Yes.
I look at Jinx and I go. I look at Jinx and then I look at the Hepwork. Do you have a room with 2 beds?
The gnome, Simonak, comes forward and says, "We have accommodations however you desire."
I would like to be alone tonight, please.
Okay.
Okay, but we need to talk later.
Why?
I have questions for you.
I lean in obnoxiously between the two of them and be like, I like whispers too.
I don't even look at him. I just roll my eyes and go, then show us to our rooms.
Okay. Simonak takes you all. Did any of you want to room together? Guys, none of you know each other. Do you guys want to room together?
Rooming with Sting.
Oh.
Yo, I'll sleep on the floor. I don't care.
Okay, well, Simonak gives you each your own rooms. Says breakfast will be in the morning after the cock crows, whenever you're ready. And leaves you guys to it. And with that, I think we're gonna take our first break of the evening. So
After he says the cock crows, I just look at Sting, waiting and expecting a chuckle, as then walk away.
Reaver, do you chuckle at the cock joke?
I
No?
chuckle at every joke.
Okay, sweet. Okay, well, and with that, we're gonna take a short break, because I'm sure everybody needs to refresh refreshments and whatnot. I'm gonna run ads for 3 minutes, and then we'll give a few minutes for everybody else to, do their thing, and I'll, take any questions from chat. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes. See you guys then. But if everybody's ready, we will start.
I'm choosing alarm as a second spell. I think that seems alright. It's like, so I have alarm and speak with animals.
Okay. Let's see. The sounds of roosters calling in the dawn awaken you all. Well rested after yesterday's ordeal. The smells of food, both savory and sweet, beckon you all down to the common area. You guys come downstairs.
Yeah.
You guys hungry?
Always
so
down for free food.
Always down
Yeah.
for free food. Okay, well, you guys come downstairs. Kind of almost all as a group, even. Stupid roosters waking everybody up.
I needed
Yeah.
that sleep in an actual bed.
Yeah.
I stop
Actual
Sting
bet.
and go, "Don't
Yeah.
kill it," and then start walking back down.
Yeah, you guys get down into the common area. And, the gnomes, Cimarron. What is the name? Man. Too many names.
Correct.
Simonak.
Simonak. There he goes.
Yeah. The gnome Simonak, he motions you to a table that's already prepared with cutlery and drinks. Everybody's got drinks. He says, what'll it be for breakfast? We have more mutton, of course. We also have some sweetbreads that were made fresh this morning.
Actual breads.
Huh? Oh, actual breads? Yeah. Whatever you would like as far as that goes.
Some sweet bread and milk, if you have it, please.
Not a problem.
Mutton over here, please.
Mm-mm.
Eggs and pork, like ham.
Yeah, we do have some pork we can warm up from last night, and I've got some eggs we can fry up for you.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody else hungry? Tag?
I'll take
Oh, I'll
it.
take some. Yes, I'll take some sweetbreads.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take some mutton and water.
Okay.
Clean water.
Okay. Simonak runs back to the back and starts bringing out plates. Mutton, sweetbreads, eggs, pork, all of it. Everybody gets some food to mow down. As the last plate hits the table, Dangrog, the half-orc, walks into the tavern. Good day, all of you. How are you this fine morning?
Morning, fish hooks.
Ha. Yeah. I love to fish.
Who wakes up this early?
Well, the early bird gets the worm, but the early worm gets the fish, says Dangrog.
Fair enough.
if you guys are ready, we can speak on the business mentioned last night.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Okay. Well, I have a mission, a short journey. One of our fishing barges up in the lakes to the west seems to have gone missing.
You lost another one?
This one's been lost for a few days. We have confirmed its location, but it seems to be unsafe to go retrieve it. Would you mind?
Unsafe how?
Is it unsafe?
There are reports of goblins in the area. They brought back an arrow from the ship, but no crew. The arrow was of goblin make.
Have you sent others on this mission before?
No, we just reconnaissanced the ship, or the barge anyway, over the past few days. It had been missing for almost a week.
It's not missing anymore.
No, we found the barge itself, but as I said, there was just this arrow and no crew.
How much?
Well, we could definitely accommodate you here for an unlimited amount of time. As long as you keep in Simonak's good graces. But as far as monetary, there's limits to what we can do as the fishing guild. We could probably give you as a group 300 gold coin for your services in investigating this situation for us. We do have some oarsmen that we will have accompany you at least to the as far as the shore, wherever you need to go. 3 boats for use as well.
It's good to me.
Okay. Well, we will set. I will gather the oarsmen, and what time would you guys like to set forth? Did you need to gather any supplies? There are shops across the river in the square.
Yeah, there's a few ones I would probably need, depending upon how long we'll be out there.
Is there
Okay.
a place where I can find a new cloak? As
I-
mine has been ruined by the water.
Yeah, there is a tailor across the river in the square. Should be able to either have that one mended or
Cross the river again? Great.
I asked the guy, can we get payment up front, or at least half up front, so we can prepare for this quest?
Unfortunately, no, but we are supplying you with ships, and if there is minor equipment you need, we may be able to furnish it.
What do you mean, May? So I need.
If we have it.
You got any potions? Got any armor? Got an upgraded knife from this little rusty piece? Like, I don't have money to
Your
go
knife
shopping.
if your knife is rusty, we have a sharp blade here we can lend you. It's nothing magical, nothing masterwork, but we can accommodate some daggers if you need them. As far as potions, those are kind of uncommon. You may be able to find 1 or 2 for sale at the herbalist in the square. Mind you, I have spoken to the ferryman. He will give you free ride across the river. For your services yesterday, you see.
Well,
You
Guess
guys want to
who's
go to
in?
the market?
Slanders does.
Is there anywhere crickets are aplenty? I need to feed my snake.
uh, crickets.
Oh, you had a steak.
There,
This is my garter
the
snake.
apothecary in the market may have some crickets. They probably are not live. Will your snake still eat them?
When he's hungry, he's hungry.
I have even more questions.
Okay, well, you guys want to cross the river?
Is everyone going on this trip? This adventure?
I'm looking for something to do. Hmm.
I
I'm
haven't
going.
murdered anybody today. I'm bored. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go just so I can point him in a direction, like pointing at Sting, where he's not gonna actually harm good people. Maybe. Or can it just focus his negative energy?
Okay. Well, Dangrog says, "Okay, well, if you guys are willing, then we shall set forth at about noon. That should give you plenty of time to gather any supplies from the market that you may need, like your crickets and
Look at Sting again.
whatever
What are you
select-
trying to blow up now?
No, I was trying to read something and I thought
Ah.
clicking it would open it, but it used it.
Do I need to worry about spell components?
If it states a specific component, yes. If not, you would have a focus for most of your stuff, I would imagine.
You could get your hands on a focus or a component pouch.
Yeah.
Anything with actual
Yeah.
cost attached to it. you're
Right.
gonna
Like
have to get
I think
that.
it's just components pouch stuff.
Yeah, if it's just components pouch stuff, then yeah, that's easy enough to come by. The apothecary would have it.
Right. Like it's just miscellaneous. It's not any exotic components.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a diamond specifically worth 5 gold pieces or whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As long as it doesn't have a value attached to it, then yeah, or something very specific. You know, if it says you must have the hand of your firstborn son, well,
Right.
that's yeah.
But a tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire is like basically just miscellaneous components.
Yeah, stuff that you would have in your component pouch if you were to
Yeah.
purchase one. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you guys head across to the well, who's going to the market?
I am.
Slanders.
Okay. Got Jinx, Solandris,
Yes.
Alana, and anybody else?
I'll just chill at the bar until they're ready.
Okay.
Same.
I'll follow. I'll follow Jinx, and as I
Okay.
get up, I grab Sting and drag him with me.
Then that we going shopping.
So Tag, you're
Just
alone at
so
the
I
bar.
can keep an eye on him.
Okay, you guys head across the river to the market. Go ahead and pretty much anything that's in your standard equipment list is available. It's a pretty general market.
Question about leveling up. What about like hit points, constitution rolls?
It should automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
It just gives you max.
Nice.
No,
I think the way I
max
have it
We're
set
set-
up.
only.
We're set to fixed.
Fixed.
So it's
yeah.
doing a specific number
Okay.
plus your con.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does basically what a. Okay, because depending on what level or what die you
Uh-huh.
roll, it'll take the median, and if the median would be like, for me, it's a 4 or 5. It'll go to
Okay.
the higher one. So
Yeah.
it
Okay.
gave me 5.
So
Yeah.
it's not anything I need to worry about.
No.
No, it should be on your character sheet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet. Okay. So Tag. Mr. Tegius.
Mm-hmm.
Dangrog sits next to you at the bar. So you've got everything you need, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm always prepared.
It's good to hear. That's good to hear. I sense something odd about you. Have you been having nightmares?
No, they're more like daymares.
I see. Well, be careful. Some things, they're best not bargained with. Here. Slams down a nail in front of you. Have one on
Yeah.
me. Have one
Thanks,
on me.
Fishhooks.
You're welcome, Tentacle. Kind of an awkward silence as he uses the nickname you haven't told anybody yet.
Yeah, I'm at the bar, so I sit there confused as to why he just called him Tentacle.
No, you're not. I grabbed you and dragged
Oh
you
yeah,
with me.
not.
I was about to
My
say
bad,
I'm the
my
only
bad.
one in the bar.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. Across the river, the ferryman, of course, is very cordial with you guys. He takes you right across. No issues, no money. He says, yeah, just ahead is the market square. Sarah, you're right here on the map if you're on roll 20. Anything you need should be there. So if you guys, Jinx, you were looking for crickets. Ilana, you were looking for components and stuff. So you both head to the apothecary.
Yeah, and ranged weaponry. I wanted to see if there was anything worthwhile.
So bows and stuff.
Yes.
There is a small weapon stand. It does have some, some arrows and, looks to be a couple of bows, decent make. So which do you go to first?
I go
I'll get my-
straight to the apothecary.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
to the yes, to get my spell components first.
Okay.
At the apothecary.
You enter into the apothecary, and an elderly woman behind the counter. It's hard to tell if is she a half elf or a human? She's kind of bedraggled. You can't really tell. She's definitely old, but herbs of all sorts are tied up and hanging all around. Jars of different obscure items, little eyeballs, a jar full of crickets, none of them chirping. What can I do you for today?
I'm looking for some crickets for my snake.
I do not have any live, but how much do you need? I can part with some.
Enough for a week.
Okay. She measures out a good pouch full of crickets. Definitely enough to feed your snake for a week. That'll be 3 copper. So you have food for a week for your snaky snake for 3 copper. And you, miss, what can I do for you?
Just some miscellaneous spellcasting components.
Okay.
And I hand her a list.
Okay. Oh, that should be pretty easy to fill. Not sure on the equipment list how much that is going for.
Yeah, let's
The Component pouch. It's like 25 gold. I'll be able to get this list put together for 20 gold since I hear you were very helpful yesterday.
I guess how much gold do I have?
It should be currency right above your inventory space. So
Oh.
go on inventory and click currency.
I have 10 gold.
And I haven't gotten any more, I guess.
Now, they didn't pay you for rowing a boat. Well, was there specific items on this list you needed for that spell?
Just a small bit of silver wire and like a tiny bell.
Oh, well, that... You don't need this whole pouch for that. This is for much more general use. For just that, we could probably do 2 gold.
Sounds like a deal.
Okay. Go ahead and just add those to your inventory on D&D Beyond. Ravina, Reaper, where are you during this?
I'm not
standing
done.
behind Jinx.
Okay.
Like, not like right behind her, but
Yeah, just you guys
hanging around.
are hanging around. Okay. Your Reaper, I'm
While
sure
I'm
by the tail of his scruff. Go ahead, Jinx.
while I'm here, do I try to whisper to the apothecary, asking if she's seen someone who resembles Auric.
I think that does sound familiar.
Did he say anything about where he might have gone?
If it's the man I'm thinking of, he went on the fishing boat to work. But he did have some odd purchases. Definitely less common items. I can't really go into more detail.
Do you know which fishing boat?
Most of all of the fishing boats coming out of our village go up to the lakes. There are great barges up there that they fish from.
When Jinx leans in to whisper, I try to hear what they're saying and try to
Okay,
see if there's a change on Jinx's body
roll
language.
perception, and then roll insight. Well, let's see if your perception succeeds. Then we'll roll insight if it does.
Yeah, probably not. 13.
Okay, yeah, you didn't really catch anything, or you're still trying to perceive her, any changes in her demeanor.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead and roll the insight.
18.
Okay, she Jinx does seem to be worried with whatever she's talking about.
Okay. I
Okay.
just wait for her to be done.
Okay.
I thank the lady and start to walk away.
Okay.
I walk up to Jinx and go, "Is everything okay? You seem frazzled."
It's nothing. Nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Okay. Then
Okay for now.
so you guys leave the apothecary. Rhino was going over to the weapons stand. Do you guys stay together as a group, or?
Uh, Yeah,
And
I mentioned that I need to look into a new cloak.
oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Uh, not far from the weapons stand is a small building with needle and thread on the sign. Pretty obviously a tailor.
Alright, I go, I'm gonna go look for a new cloak.
Okay.
Care to join?
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Okay.
As we walk away, I grab Sting by the back of the scruff, or by the back of his shirt, and start dragging him with. Because he's
Okay.
obviously not paying attention right now.
Yes, he is. Obviously not. So yes, you guys go to the tailor. Rhina, you go to the weapons stand. Let's take care of the weapons stand real quick. What were
Sure.
you looking for?
Some more arrows and to look if there was a deal on a bow that I could afford.
Okay. Um, the bows that you see here are pretty standard quality. I think,
About, I expect like I wouldn't see anything really better than what I
yeah,
have.
it really not. It just pretty much, a
Yeah,
standard bow. Yours, you know it as well, so you're a little more familiar with it. You tend to get stung less by it
right.
when you shoot.
Uh,
But
uh,
they do have a quiver with 24 arrows if you'd like to purchase that.
yeah. I guess I'll buy two. Be
The
40 arrows total.
Okay, yep, and that'd be 1 gold.
Looks like half a
Ah,
copper or
nope.
like 5 copper.
Oh,
That's
5. Oh, yeah. Sorry, one
point.
silver. 0.5 gold pieces. 0.05 gold pieces would be 5 copper. So yeah.
Yeah, 5 coppers.
So times 2, 1 silver.
Yes.
Okay, and Ravina or Ravenna. Sorry.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Alright, so go into the textile shop, I guess it'd be called?
Yeah, the tailor.
A tailor, okay. Look around.
Okay. You see, there's not much in maid clothing on around the tailor shop. They seem to be pretty well custom to custom designs, everything like that.
Under my breath, this is gonna cost me.
The the gentleman behind the counter says, "How can I help you today, sir?"
I am looking for a new cloak. Ma'am, by the way.
Ma'am. Sorry. Yeah. It'll take some getting
I
used
think
to.
I need to find a female voice changer.
Nah, you're fine.
Make it easy on everybody.
We'll figure it out. Well, ma'am, you need a new cloak. As you can see, we don't really have one in stock. Is there something wrong with yours? I see it got some water damage, but we should be able to take care of that. It would take some,
Quick.
a couple of days to make sure everything's perfect for you.
Unfortunately, I do not have a couple of days.
Okay.
Maybe once we return,
Okay. Well, it
I will
does
come back.
It does still look serviceable. I mean, it's
How long would it take to make a new one?
a new cloak just like that. Probably 3-4 days.
How much would that cost?
Let's see.
Realize I do not want anything flashy.
Yeah.
Make it more black as well.
Okay. Probably be about two gold. Yeah, 2 gold. Is that acceptable for you?
Yes. I hand over 2 gold.
Okay. We
Yeah.
will.
I want to attempt to intimidate him to do it for half price.
Okay, roll intimidation.
And I walk up and be like, hey, man, this is one of the heroes that saved civilians yesterday during that shipwreck. You better give him a better price than 2 gold.
Sir, I can.
It's
I
fine.
can. I can. He rolled a 23. He intimidated this guy. I will do it. I will do it for 1 gold, 2 silver. 1 gold, 2 silver. That not a copper less.
That'll work. Thanks, dog.
While he's distracted, can I look around and see if there's any trinkets to easily pilfer?
You do see a bobbin or thread. It's not gold, but it is shiny.
I'd like to sleight of hand and
Okay.
try to
Go
pick it up while they're distracted.
Okay. Go ahead. Pick it up and
18.
pocket it.
What color is the thread, by the way?
The thread is red. The shopkeeper did, however, see. He doesn't say anything, but he does look in your direction. Makes eye contact with you, Jinx.
Do Stinger I notice?
Roll perception.
Can I take, what is it called? The passive? It's like 10 or something.
Let's see, what's your passive? Your passive is 15, which does not. It wouldn't. You would have to actively be trying.
Alright, yeah. Then I'm
And
just gonna
roll.
go with the passive.
Roll the 22.
Okay, so you don't notice anything, Reaper, but Raven, yeah, you definitely catch something just happened with it between these, the shopkeeper and Jinx, and it wasn't great. You're not sure exactly what it was, but
I look
did
back
catch.
at Jinx, look at him, and I go to him as a distraction, try to distract him, and go, so 3 days, and I give him the gold and silver, and say that when I return, I shall see him, and then motion for
Okay. Yeah,
the others to
he
leave.
takes
with
he
me.
takes the coin and says, "Yes, sir. Yes, 3 days. Just please leave my shop now. I will have it done for you."
Thank you, and go to leave.
Okay.
Is Sting paying attention this time or no?
Yeah, my mic just went out of focus for no reason. I'm trying to fix it.
Your mic?
Camera, you know what it said.
Okay.
And then
Solandris, what did you need?
I'm looking to get some rations and then some spell components.
Okay, there's the component pouch is 20 gold.
It's not the actual.
Oh,
I
okay.
need specific for a spell.
Okay. Well, what is it, and what's the gold piece cost? You should already know.
I
this.
need 10 gold piece of herbs, charcoal, and then I need a brazier to burn it in.
Okay. Okay. Well, the brazier's not consumed, and I'm gonna assume you already have one of those handy, or is it this for a new spell that you hadn't been researching?
I just barely got the spell.
Okay. Then the brazer's probably going to be like 3 gold as well. So you know your totals now.
Yep, so 3 gold for that, okay.
Then as far as rations, they're readily available. Whatever kind you would like. You know, if you want dried meat, cheeses, hardtack, whatever.
Just looking for 3 days worth.
Okay. Yep. Certainly able to find it at the market. It is getting close to being about noon. As you guys cross back fully laden with your new supplies.
How far away was the weapon thing? Was it just a stall? Or like, could I see what was going on, or am I oblivious?
You didn't see anything that was going on inside the tailor shop, if that's what you mean. 'Cause
Okay.
The tailor shop's an actual building rather than a stand. Like,
All right.
the apothecary is over here, this little shack. And
Alright,
you
cool.
got these over here, and then this one's the tailor shop. It's the bigger one.
All right. So, all right. So we're way back across the river.
Yep. And you guys meet back up with Tag at the tavern. It's about time to head out, and Dangrog, he looks at you guys, says, anything last minute before we go?
Is there
Are you
anything
hungry?
we should know?
I will be leaving you in Abric's care. He will be leading the expedition. Him and some oarsmen will be meeting you at the dock, and you guys will be traveling upriver to the lakes to investigate the happenings with this barge.
Do you think we could get some of those sweet breads from this morning to go?
Simonek pops up. Of course, here, let me bundle those up for you real quick. Grabs a bundle for you guys. Anything else? Okay. Well, you guys, Dangrog leads you down to the docks, and these extra large rowboats, the same one, same type that Teg and Ilona were using yesterday. Not the skips from the boat, however. There's 3 of them. They each have 4 oarlocks, and all of them are manned by oarsmen. There's room for 2 of you on each of the boats. I'll need to know who is on which boat.
Mine's
Just,
back.
by myself. Let whoever wants to join me can.
Okay. So Ted climbs aboard a boat.
We're in Teg's boat because they had a drink with him last night. Was
Okay.
chatting up.
Okay, we got Teg and Ilona in a boat.
I'm in Ravina's boat right now because they're the only one I slightly trust at the moment.
Okay, and then
And I look back at Sting and go, behave.
Dangrog leads Reaper and Cylindrus to the 3rd boat. Okay, you guys set sail, heading upstream. The oarsmen, well practiced. They've made this journey many times before. Aberic starts humming a little ditty, a fisherman's tune. Travel is calm as you journey up the river, and night starts to fall. The oarsmen, they're like, only a few more hours. We'll be to the central barge. Aberic says, yes, let's travel on. Let's travel on. No need to camp. Another hour later, Aberic shouts, "Stop! All stop!" The oarsmen scramble, reversing their paddling. And in front of you, you see logs jamming the river. Yeah. Oh, wow. Only have to switch two of you. I almost guessed that. That's freaking sweet. Here.
Need to roll that.
Yep, on roll 20. We have, yeah, a logjam has stalled you guys.
I stand up on the boat to try to look over on the other side of the log.
The river seems clear on the other side. It is dark and, there's...
I tried to take a look at it to see like if it's like a naturally occurring logjam or if it looks like.
Okay, roll perception. You do see there seems to be rope entwined in between some of these logs.
I look behind us to see if there's anyone following.
There's, as far as you can see behind, there's nothing. And
Can I
then...
Eldritch blast the log?
I listen to see if I hear anything.
I'm sorry,
like
guys.
anyone.
One second. All of a sudden, an arrow flings by. Roll initiative.
Do we have an order?
Let me start with Teg.
So I'll just roll them.
Okay, Teg, just... Let's see. Teg was 19. Okay. Hey, lock you out here. There we go. Okay, Salandris. 6. Jinx. 8. Remember to put these rolls into roll 20 so you guys can keep track.
My roll 20 still shows the maps.
Same.
You gotta transfer to the new map.
Oh, how do I do that?
I don't know exactly. I've never been DM.
Because I just opened it. It should be up in theory. I'm shift clicking on it. Did that do anything? No?
There's some menu thing where you have to transfer from map to map.
Awesome. Okay. I don't see anything in here to do that. Sorry, chat. This is,
First time for everyone.
yeah. I don't see anywhere in here to do that. I don't know.
Anyone in the chat know roll 20? Hey Google.
Okay, it doesn't have anything on how to change maps. I don't know what to do, guys. Maybe you guys all try refreshing roll 20,
I already tried that.
and that didn't work.
No.
Yeah, it did not work. It just put me back at the map.
Let's see here. Drag and drop players from the player area at the bottom of the screen onto a page. And the page Or
drag the bookmark to the page.
Okay, let's see.
tokens.
Well,
Is there a bookmark?
no, there's no bookmark. There's
On the map?
no.
Yep, that red line. No?
Got nothing. Well, chat, I'm sorry. This is kind of
It
crazy.
says that when you got the pages open, there's a red bookmark on it, and you're supposed to drag the red bookmark. So go back to the map pages, and you see the one that move over one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
that.
Yep.
Well, you're gonna
Okay.
want to move.
Yep. That worked.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
All right.
Hey, we figured it out. So,
Ooh. Okay.
Reaper,
Oh,
your
cool.
initiative roll. Back to where we were.
Oh, nope, that didn't work. Okay.
Hey, we got a 5 for Reaper.
I guess I put in my initiative.
Yeah. Yep. Then, wait. Oh, that's not right. Ravina, what is your initiative roll? $17. Okay. Then I need to roll for the rest. Oh, not that one. Okay.
What happens with initiative ties?
Highest dex bonus wins. So,
Yeah, very much not me.
Basically,
I have
who has the
plus-
higher dex?
Yeah, +4 dex mod. So.
okay. Well, since it's not going to change anything, I'm going to change it to 18 in my list.
Sure.
And then... let's see... numerically descending. The boats need to roll. That wasn't right. 1, 2, and 9. That's not the right roll anyway. Sorry, guys. I'm bad.
It's fine. First time.
Okay. So that's 16. That's for these. Notes. Got 5. Boat 1. So this is when the oarsmen will act on the boats to move the boats around. Eight for boat 2. Boat 2, there's boat 2. Reaper, did you put your roll in on roll 20 so they can keep track of on roll 20 where you're at? 16 for boat 3. Okay. So, first on our list is Tegius.
Right?
So the arrow came from the north. Do you want to roll a perception check to pinpoint it?
Let's do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
If I can find my perception on here. There it goes.
Would we not all
Okay.
have to roll a perception?
Yeah, Teg can point this one out to you if he sees him, but there's only been one arrow launched, so.
Got a 20.
Yep, you saw him. He is right up in this area. Right there.
Can you ping it again?
It popped up on the map.
Just
Okay.
go to the map.
All right. Nice.
Yep.
So that goblin.
Yep, that goblin right there.
All right. Whoa.
He is within range of your tentacle, I believe. If you wanted to summon that.
Well, let's do the Eldritch Blast first.
Okay.
Let's do the hit first. Beep, beep, beep. Ugh.
Yeah,
You
your
measure?
Eldritch Blast hits the bush in front of him. Kind of,
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
I meant to do that.
yeah.
How is it
It's
you
just-
measure distance?
Oh, there's the measuring tool. It looks like a circle with a little ruler.
Underneath the magnifying glass.
Yeah. Then you can
The-
click on yourself and drag to wherever.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
The tentacle actually has a short reach, so I'm not
Oh.
going to be doing that at the moment.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and let the next person go.
Okay. Sounds good. Rhina is. Oh wait. Yep. Rhina is up.
Do I need to roll my own perception, or can I
Well.
just assume we go with tags?
Well, no. He pointed it out,
Okay.
and the Eldritch Blast kind of highlighted him.
That's
Like,
that's the
oh.
reason I did it, is so you could see it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bit of burning bush with a goblin with a bow right behind it.
Okay. So I'll use a longbow attack.
Okay.
It's within the short of the range. Like
75 feet. You shouldn't
Right.
get any penalties or anything for that.
right, like it says for range 150 feet / 600 feet. So I think 600 feet is the extreme range, and then
Yeah,
150.
yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
so
You're
I-
fine.
Yeah, so just roll to hit then.
Yep. Roll a 2 hit.
Wait, where am I?
You, Raven, are on this boat with.
I'm in the boat with Jinx. You put me on the boat.
Yeah, I gotta switch you guys around. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. So roll the 27. And then should I roll for damage?
27 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, let's see. When I hit a creature with attack roll, can I mark it as a favored enemy?
Yes.
I'll hold off on that because I want to see if there's any more enemies. So I'll just roll damage for now.
Okay. 9 damage. That goblin, you pinned it right in the head. It seems to be quivering. I don't think he's be doing anything anytime soon. So yeah, he's done.
He's not happy.
No, he's very dead.
He's sleeping now.
Yes, yes. Ravina, do not see any other threats.
Can I scan the shoreline and or the tree line for
Yes, go ahead and roll perception.
10?
Okay, you do not see any other threat at the moment.
Useless.
Now you can hold an action if you
I'm
want.
I'm gonna hold my action for now.
But you have to state an action or state a condition that you're holding it for. So like,
And attack towards my boat.
so yeah. So if something attacks towards the boat, you'll do what?
Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be more arrows. I have my shield at the ready to block. If
No.
the attack goes towards me or Jinx.
So what I'm getting at here is, so defending is not an action. What action are you going to use if somebody attacks the boats? So that would be like a spell or like specific.
I would
thing.
have guiding light ready because actually
Okay.
I'll have my
guiding bolt?
light crossbow out.
Okay, so you're readying a crossbow attack if somebody. Okay, gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so next on the initiative order
Is a boat.
no. There's a whole bunch of goblins.
Dang.
Yeah. So you have Goblin C. Oh. Goblin C will have to be Goblin 3. Fires an arrow towards this boat here. I think targeting this oarsman right here.
An oarsman?
Yeah. So, Goblin reveals itself in the process of shooting. He is right here. Let's reveal the rest of them too that are going to be revealed. That one. And
Alright. He's in tentacle range.
that one. And yeah, you guys can see it. So, this goblin, he is attacking your goblin. He might, yeah. He is attacking at this oarsman right here. His roll is where? Right there. 14 misses. Okay, next goblin. He stays in cover. Next goblin will be.
How? What's the cover? Full, 3/4, half.
Not even real cover, just obscuring your sight a little bit. So no bonuses other than he feels a little safer. So yeah, this goblin is making attack to this front oarsman here with his bow. That was a hit. That's
Now you know
4
whose
damage.
boat has the cool oarsman.
Yeah, this oarsman right here is now taking a little bit of damage. He's definitely hurt, but he's still in the game. He's still able to row. He's trained. This goblin down here makes a shot at this other oarsman on the front. And misses. This one shoots at the boat Raven and Jinx are on, at the oarsman in front of Raven. Which would trigger your action. If you would like to roll your crossbow attack.
Which one does?
This one right here.
Goblin 2.
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh, yeah, there's more down there. Okay.
So, let's see.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah.
4.
Yep, you whiz by him with your bolt. Next up will be Jinx. Oh, wait, no, the boat. Boat 3 is the boat that you guys are on, Raven, Jinx. The oarsman... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oarsman.
Supposedly you can advance the turn order, so it shows who's up.
Yeah, I'm having to do it in multiple places. The boat has reached the shore. So then next up would be Jinx.
All right. So I am going to stay on the boat for right now and use my short bow
Okay.
on, well, if
There's-
my short bow's range is 80, that's too close, right?
No, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're 25 feet, 30 feet, you're fine.
Well, I didn't know if it's too close, if it'll be...
If you're within like melee range or 10 feet, like if way close, there might be a penalty, but
Okay.
not 25 feet, you're good.
I will use my short bow. Going to roll 15.
Okay, if 15 hits, go ahead and roll your damage.
Ugh. 5.
5. Dude,
Yay.
your arrow sticks into this goblin's shoulder and it screams in absolute agony. Snarls at you in Goblin. Do you know Goblin? Does anybody know Goblin?
Nope.
Okay.
Negative. No.
Okay, then you don't know what he
It's-
said. Yeah, he's probably calling you bad names. Okay. Next on initiative, we have Solandris.
Alright. So Slenders is
Roll
gonna
up.
pull that orb that's also attached to the leather bounding that holds her grimoire. She's gonna hold it up and begin chanting some magical words and cast Mage Armor.
Okay. You have cast Mage Armor. You are now armored in magic.
And then she will drop prone.
Okay, you lay down prone in the boat.
Gets
Okay.
cover.
Next up will be Reaper then. What would you like to do, Reaper? You are... Yeah, right there.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that dude in the face.
Okay. Roll
Which
your
dude?
attack roll. The one up here by the logs.
What he's facing, yeah.
13.
13, just barely over his head, hitting the tree behind. Okay,
Yeah, end turn.
okay.
Stupid
Oh,
Eldritch
shit.
Blast.
We had 2 other boats in there. Okay. Let's move these boats real quick before we start our next turn. This one is going to move up this way. It's close to shore. This boat manages to get up to the shore. Okay, so next we have Teg at the top of the initiative order. You have a
Can you
goblin
move up
behind
again?
you and a goblin in front of you.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's go for an Eldritch Blast on this goblin behind me. What is that,
Okay.
number 5?
Yep.
Let's see. That. Bloop. Ah, man, it sucks. But I could do the Summon the Tentacle this time as my bonus action. Tentacle's not on the map.
Oh, the tentacle is on the map. He's right there. Where do you want him?
You can put him within 10 feet of the goblin. Up
I
there
like
it
your
is. Okay.
tentacle.
I'm quite proud of my tentacle.
All right,
Okay.
so let's do this tentacle.
Yeah, tentacle swipes.
And he misses 2. God dang it, tentacle.
Whack! Hits the
You
ground right
stupid.
next to the goblin. The goblin's like, what?
Your aim sucks.
Okay, next in the initiative order. We have a goblin. Moves out here to the log. Snarling in goblin. This one's got a sword in his hand. Then another one comes out to the end of this log, also brandishing a sword. They look to be dangerously close to those ropes you noticed.
Oh boy.
Rhina, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna look to see if there's any more enemies I can see first.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll perception.
21.
Okay. Well, looking both to the north and to the south, do not see any other enemies. Through the trees, through the bushes, your elven sight sharp and true.
So this is the goblin that's going for the logjam.
2 of them, one on each side.
There's one.
There's 2 of them there.
There's one up here, and one
Uh-huh.
down here. Yep.
Okay. So I'm guessing one's gonna be in range and one isn't.
Um.
Oh, actually, they both are in range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
gonna,
gonna
I'm
have
gonna,
some big range.
like from me to the goblin bottom one, like goblin 6.
Okay.
It's 125 feet.
Yeah. Sweet.
So I'll do a longbow attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
26.
Definitely hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Let's see. With favored foe, can I only like choose one enemy?
You
like,
pick you
for
you
1
mark
minute?
one you mark one enemy, and that's for 10 rounds. 1 minute, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they changed that.
It's usually better for things with more hit points.
Yeah. So it's probably a waste for something with this. So I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna
yeah,
roll
you
damage.
can mark it in case you don't kill it with the damage, but
Yeah,
you definitely murdered
11.
it. Yeah, this goblin, he falls off the log and starts floating downstream. He is not moving very much. He's just kind of floating along downstream. Okay. Ravina. Your boat has landed at the shore. You have one very damaged goblin from Jinx's short bow arrow.
I'm gonna guiding bolt it.
The same goblin? There's another one down there as well.
Yeah, no, I'll go for the first one actually.
Okay. So we're going for this guy. Your guiding bolt, unfortunately, flies past him, shattering in the forest beyond. The divine energy dissipating.
With my bonus action, I reload my crossbow.
Okay. We have Goblin C, which will be Goblin 3. Firing again on this boat up here. Aiming at the rear oarsman. Misses. Okay. Go down here to Goblin D. He is rolling against this oarsman here and misses. Let's see. Next one will be this guy here. He's rolling against this oarsman. And misses. Oh no, that's a hit. He's got a +4. That's a hit. Okay. And does 5 damage. This oarsman is pretty heavily injured. He's still there, but he's pretty heavily injured. Okay, and then we have this one left. He shoots at the uninjured oarsman over here. Or sorry, the injured one. Yeah. 1 damage, or 1. He misses. His arrow lands in the water somewhere. Okay.
That's it.
That would be all of the goblins. Now, boat 2 is not moving. It's already ashore. They don't see any, the oarsmen. They're just kind of taking cover inside the boat. So Jinx, you are up next.
Well, since I injured that goblin with the short bow, I'm going to go ahead and do that again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Ooh,
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, now roll your damage, because that certainly hit with a 25. 9
Yeah.
damage. Well, this poor little goblin, he only had 2 hit points left.
overkill.
Yes, it is very dead. Is dead. Okay. Next, we
Like
have...
him.
Yep. He is marked off next. Dead. Dead.
he dead.
Salandris.
All right.
You are prone in the boat.
Yep. So I will spend half my movement so I can get back to my feet.
Okay.
See what we got.
Still got
I'm going
one
to
here
attempt
and
to.
one here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
attempt
the
to.
one at the log too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to jump to shore. Let's see how far I am from shore.
Okay. So you got 5 feet to get to the far side of the boat.
Yeah.
20
No,
feet
I
to
got
shore.
fif-
You're
All I
gonna be
got
in
is
the water.
15 feet left.
Yeah, you're still in the water, man.
All right. I'm hopping in the water. It looks like.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'll stay in the boat. Stay in the boat. Since we can't quite get there, I'll be casting.
Can you help paddle to shore?
The oars are occupied. There's horsemen
Yeah.
covering all of them. Your boat's already at shore, Ryan.
But what I will do is take that orb once more, start saying some more magical words, and cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pump basically all 3 of them into Goblin up on the ropes.
Okay, goblin up here on Start rolling damage, man. Okay. The third missile hits the corpse as it falls into the river unerringly, as a magic missile does. The goblin bumps off of your boat.
And I'll end my turn by dropping prone.
Okay, you're dropped prone again. Reaper, you are up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this goblin over here.
Okay, this goblin over here is getting Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and roll your attack.
15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
About time.
Eldritch Blast. 7 damage. This goblin falls over a burning husk of divine energy.
Is it thrashing around? Please tell me it's thrashing around.
No, it's kind of crispy.
Oh.
Heck yeah. Enter.
Okay.
Did we do the tentacle, by the way?
The tentacle went with Teg's turn yet.
Oh.
Okay, we are gonna... Boat here has made it to shore now. They don't know if there's anything else to do. This goblin's just kind of over here. Somewhere. Yeah.
Quick, somebody grab his body and loot it.
Okay, so... Both of these two are dead. Tag, you are up.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm going to try to hit this stupid goblin number 5 over here again.
Okay.
With an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, sweet.
Let's see. Oh, finally something good. All right.
That definitely hits.
Oh,
man. In a cloud of purple energy, this goblin almost gets completely incinerated. There's not much left of him.
He's boots and smoking socks.
Yeah, there's enough corpse to bury if you really want to.
And then my tentacle just pokes it.
Smack, smack, smack.
All right, and I'm done here.
Okay. Well, let's see. Rhina, you are next on the initiative.
You catch the order up for forward.
So, looks like there's only the goblin on the south shore.
Yes. This one here is the last one alive.
Okay. That's easily within normal range.
Yep.
I'll just do a longbow.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
It's all right.
Roll your damage.
11.
How's this happen? Describe your kill for me. That's the non-copyrighted version of you just won the battle. Go ahead and tell me what you did.
Alright, I notched my bow and aim right for his jugular vein. And then I'd make sure it tries to explode and be a little bit spurty, as much as the goblin's one can.
So then your arrow arcs through the sky across the river, barely gashing it open, enough that the goblin's own heart spills its lifeblood all over the bushes in front of it. It falls over with a grunt and ceases to move. Okay. There seems to be no other enemies around. The Aberic, who was thankfully uninjured over here, calls to the other boat across to join you guys on the
I need to
northern
loot
shore.
first.
Okay, go ahead and loot.
Oh, you moved the boat.
Oh, okay, well,
I gotta go loot these two.
Jinx is over here looting.
I'm.
Well,
I
we'll
guess-
assume that the looting is happening and everything.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Loot needs to happen.
for sure. Across all of the corpses, couple of the oarsmen fish the ones out from the river before they float by. There's 5 bows, all of them for someone of small stature and not in very great condition. There's 2 bronze swords, short swords, and a smattering of, let's say there's 45 coin. Let's make it 60 coin. So y'all get 10 coin, gold coin.
And gold
If
coin.
you divide it evenly. I don't know. Are you guys dividing it evenly?
I don't see a reason not to at the moment.
So there's 60 coin in the pool. You guys discuss.
I just look at everybody and slowly take 10.
I just take 10.
Okay.
I'll take 10.
Okay, everybody takes 10 then.
I take none.
You take none.
I'll
Okay.
take his other 10.
I reach for it too.
Okay,
Rock,
so
paper, scissors.
Want to split?
Deal.
okay, there's still 20 coin there. Who's taking the last 20 coin? Reaper, Salandris.
I'm good with my 10.
Okay.
I'll take the other 10, I guess.
Okay, so
I
everybody
take, one
but
of the, I take one of the bronze short swords.
okay, sweet. The remaining weaponry and the crude goblin arrows are gathered and bundled and tossed into one of the boats. Averick says, "Well, I thought we were going to make it there today, but maybe we should rest for the night. There is a clearing just inside the forest here, and as long as we post guard, we should be fine. None of these fiends got away. We can have the oarsmen clear the log jam while we get camp ready, if you would like."
I pile up the bodies of the goblins
Okay,
and burn them.
okay. Goblin bodies burned.
I say a few words that nobody understands.
Words of not understanding have been said. Does anybody else join in
Unless
on
anybody
this?
knows Draconic. Anyone?
Which I do.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Okay.
you would understand.
Okay. I take it it's just a funerary incantation for them.
A prayer to the gods and
Okay,
dragons.
yeah, just a little bit.
While
Okay.
I'm rubbing the top part around my neck.
Okay,
Rubbing it, eh?
But nobody sees anything.
just rubbing his neck.
Yep.
That's all. Okay. So, you guys set up camp. Go ahead and click your long rest buttons. Nothing occurs over the course of the night. Let's see. We're gonna switch back over here to the maps. There we go. You guys all awaken in the morning, refreshed, with any of your expended abilities rejuvenated. Philandris, I assume you take a moment and prepare your spells for the day. You guys have a small breakfast, you know, whatever rations you guys brought along, plus some fish from the river that the oarsmen had caught in the morning. Then you continue on your way. The journey to the main barge, as they call it, very large wooden structure in the middle of the lake, is uneventful. You guys get there
Which
about
lake?
mid-morning. It's the
Anything?
southern lake here.
Okay.
You guys all are welcomed aboard the main barge, where they show you a little bit of the fishing that they do. They have smaller barges that go off with nets and not come back to the main barge where fish are then, you know, kept cold and loaded onto these small boats to send downstream.
I go to the edge near the water, looking towards the shoreline.
Okay.
See if I can see anything.
There's thin forest to the north with mountains behind, not far. To the east, or sorry, to the west is some thicker forest. The mountains a bit further on. The south is much the same, and you can see over a peninsula that a large lake further north, off in the distance.
Is there anything in the water?
You see schools of fish. Nothing threatening. Amberic, after a short rest, because your oarsmen have been rowing quite a bit. Amaric says, or Aberic says, from here, it's just a few minutes to where we found the barge. It is on the western shore. It seems to have been scuttled. So, he asks everybody to load up. Okay. Kenori seems to have something with him that wasn't there before. Kenori, would you like to describe it?
Who's Kenori? There's no Kenori around here.
Or, sorry, Solandris.
Oh, it's not out right now. It's in its thing.
Oh. It's hiding. Never mind. Okay. Well, you guys hop back into the rowboats. The oarsmen and Aberic join you and work your way to the western shore, where you find one of these fishing barges. Quite a large ship in and of itself. Easily crewed by 10 to 20 people. It's completely abandoned. There don't seem to be any holes in the hull, but the ship is swamped. There are markings where arrows were obviously pried from the ship, from the barge. What do you guys want to do?
It's completely underwater?
It's swamped. You can still get into the boat and move around, but the boat's not going anywhere. It's resting in like 8 feet of water.
I like to get on the boat and see if there's anything that seems out of place.
There's definitely some signs of some sort of trouble, like some sort of altercation here. little gouges here from what you're guessing would be swords or knives in the rails, in the floor.
Are there any bodies?
There's no bodies, and if there was any blood, it seems that it's washed away in the water.
Are there any supplies?
There's no supplies, no fish. The nets are gone. Jigs, everything on the boat. It's an empty husk of a boat. Like, yeah.
I survey around the boat to see if there's any signs of people leaving the boat.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Nice.
You do find what looks to be a trail. It's been obscured, but seems to be many feet leading off to the west.
I walk up to Laura and ask, "What have you found?"
You walk up to Jinx.
Oh, it's Jinx. Yeah, Jinx. Okay, sorry.
I found these footprints and this obscured path.
Can you
I think
track
this
them?
is-
You can follow it for a distance. You're not sure how far. You may have to pick up the trail again.
Can I roll for Survivor? Because that's like following tracks and hunting.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure. 18?
You definitely see the trail and can follow it for a ways. You might have to roll again in a bit, but you can definitely follow it for a ways.
Shall we go follow?
Better than sitting around in an empty husk.
Sounds good to me.
Probably should, since it's what we're getting paid for.
Okay.
As we begin to follow Slender's, we'll recast Mage Armor.
Okay. Before we get too far into this, I think it's probably a good time to take another short break. Give everybody time to stretch, and we're going to run a couple of minutes of ads and chat with the chat. So
Alright.
let's do that, and we'll be back in about 10. I'll be back much sooner than that. We'll see you guys in 3. Let's see. Everybody's here, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and get back into this. You guys have picked up the trail and are starting to work your way west into the forest. The terrain is difficult, but passable. The oarsmen and Aberic, they all stay behind. Aberic saying, "This is as far as we can go. These dangers we do not normally brave. We stay out in the water. We have fishing to do as well. Light a fire here by this barge, and we will be back within an hour to pick you up. Please find any evidence, whatever you can, of what happened to this crew. We need to know. Some of them are family. So, thank you again for your help, and be safe on your travels." You guys set off following the trail, as we said before. And start traveling into the forest. The trail takes some time to keep track of. It fades. It was intentionally obscured. This is obvious as you follow it. There does come a point where you come up on a small stream coming out of the mountain. The trail started to turn north at this time. And the stream seems to have obscured it. You're not sure if they went upstream or downstream. I'll need another survival or perception from somebody.
Okay. Roll survival first, but I have some alternate means I want to talk about if survival doesn't work.
Okay.
Before that happens, I cast light, Taliph,
Okay.
because you said it's still dark out, right?
Oh no,
Are we
you
ready
guys
till
are
morning?
you guys are late
Okay, never
afternoon
mind.
now. Yeah.
Okay. Then never mind.
Right. Well, I'm
Can I
gonna
use-
cast. I'm gonna cast a speak with animals
Okay.
to try to get a sense of if like there's any activity with like where they're if there's any animals running from a place or running to a place or.
Well, there's some birds flitting about. You could try talking to one of them.
All right.
What do you ask?
Yes. Hey, is there any danger?
There's always danger. Always danger. Always danger. That's why we fly.
Something happened here?
Always danger. Always hunted.
Where
Things
are you going?
happen. Going for food. Going for health. Going for safety. You get the sense that these birds are kind of simple-minded, and they're just going about their business.
Mine.
They're
Mm-hmm.
they're always flitting about, flighty. You do notice while you're talking to the bird, there's a deer that seems to be. It's about 30 yards from your group, kind of watching.
Like a. Alright, I go approach the deer and ask it.
Hey, the deer
Like
kind of steps back with a start. What do
I
you
approach
want?
slowly.
What do you want?
Hey, are you okay? Is there anyone dangerous around?
You're dangerous. You're humans. You're people. People hunt. The little ones, they hunt ravagely.
Which are these little ones? Like, can you tell me where?
They are to the north. There are many. More than what you have.
Thank you.
The deer leans a little closer to you, says, "You're welcome." Then prances off away from the party.
I think we should head in the way that the deer indicated.
Can
What?
I investigate? Use investigation.
Sure. Go ahead and roll some investigate. Okay, that's a decent roll, 21. You do see the trail. It's as if this trail went downstream along this little stream, this creek that you guys are at, and then continues north from there. It's as if they knew somebody might be trying to follow. So, more obfuscation of the trail. But you picked up the trail and are able to follow it, and it does lead north, generally in the direction that the deer had indicated.
Should we follow this path, guys?
We check for traps and locks.
Yeah, if you want to check for traps.
I guess that'd just be perception.
Yeah.
21.
You don't find anything, any traps or anything. No
Alright.
pitfalls.
I think we're clear to go.
Do it.
So you
I
guys
just following along.
You guys continue on your way north, following the trail. Again, they definitely seem to have been trying to obscure their trail, or at least their numbers, because there's certain points where the trail, you think you should be able to follow it, but it's double back, or you pick it up, but it continues, and you guys make it another few miles before it starts getting dark. You guys have no clue how much further you could be going, so would you like to rest for the night? Continue?
You would be prudent to set up camp for a night.
Okay.
Alright.
Anybody object?
That sounds like
Sounds-
a good idea.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll
Have we
use
cleared-
survival
have
to
we
look
s-
for a good camp spot.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Have we secured the perimeter?
Well, let's find the
Uh,
camping spot first, which, yeah, you guys find, you find up, you guys are pretty close to some cliffs, and there's an alcove in the cliffs. Really only one way in or out of it, big enough that you guys could easily set up, and, easily watched, by just a single person, on watch. If
We can just
You know.
cast alarm and then we can all sleep.
there is that too.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
Yep.
And it will rouse me from sleep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so I cast alarm to secure the one entrance.
Yep. You guys set up camp in the alcove, and you guys sleep through the night without any troubles. Did any of you guys want to have any private conversations during the night?
I don't think so right now. I think we're still trying to get to know each other.
Let's do some general chat, but not go too deep or anything specific.
Okay, okay. You guys chit-chatting
Sit in
it
the
up.
corner and play with my garter snake.
Uh-huh.
Still can't
Okay.
believe you have that.
It could have been a mouse.
I didn't want a mouse.
Nobody wants a mouse. Not unless we're playing Baldur's Gate. But anyway. You guys wake up with the sun. A new day is
Counts as
before
a
you.
long rest.
Yep. Okay. You hear a hooting off in the distance.
And it's roughly what time of day would you say?
It's right after dawn. You guys are waking up with the sun.
Hmm.
But you hear a hooting off in the distance.
Sound
I'll
like
try to I'll try to hear where it's coming from.
It's coming from the north.
For an owl to be out.
I want to
It's
gauge how
fun.
far away it is.
Okay, go ahead and roll survival.
That would be an 8.
That would be an 8. You could be 50 feet away, it could be 100 feet away, it could be 200 feet away, but it's up to the north in the direction that you were headed.
Seems odd.
Well, seems like we should head that way. That was the direction. North is where we were heading anyway.
Yep. Okay.
I look that way to see if I can see anything.
Go ahead and roll perception.
It's a natural 20. 6.
Okay. Kino, describe your owl.
It's just a normal.
Solandris.
It's a normal. I don't even know what kind of owl we really run with.
Like a horned owl.
Yeah, horned owl.
So it's a large owl with feathers in the shape of horns. It's browns and whites and a few black feathers.
Is that owl
instantly-
one of ours?
It flits back and lands on Kino or on Solandris' shoulder.
I
Gosh.
will take that as a yes.
I instinctively hold my garter snake close.
The owl kind of looks knowingly at the snake and then looks away.
We gonna have any issue?
No, it should be fine.
How trained is it?
Far more trained than anything. It's my familiar.
If he comes anywhere close to my snake, I will gut it.
What if the owl and the snake want to be friends?
Again, are we gonna have issues? This time looking at Jinx like, hello?
Issues will be had if you don't keep it away from my snake.
Okay.
So what say you, Solandris?
Won't bother your snake at all. It's going to just be scanning up ahead for us.
The owl then takes flight. Goes back to the north. Hoots twice. Indicating an all clear.
And as long as it stays within 100, we have telepathic communication.
Yeah, I know.
What did he see?
It's all clear.
So you
And
guys,
I guess onward we go.
okay? You guys continue to the north.
More things to keep an eye on. Great.
Solandris, the owl, does report to you that after about an hour, keeping pace at near the edge of telepathic range, about an hour says, lets you know about a ravine.
Oh, still back here. Oh, wait. Right.
We have a ravine coming up ahead.
From what you can see through the owl's eyes, it definitely looks like it's going to be difficult to cross. The owl does show you the remains of a rope footbridge on the far side.
Or a path
I-
down. I'll look for a path down.
Okay, so you
If
guys
there's-
get up to the
if there's a
ravine
way to
itself.
If there's a way to transverse it.
The ravine is steep. It looks like the only way across is going to be if somehow getting this rope bridge back into working order.
How far is the gap?
It's about 80 feet. If you guys have enough rope, it might be possible to tie an arrow to a rope and haul it back, or
Oh, I do
grapple
have a
hook,
rope.
or...
I do have a rope. I have a 50-foot rope,
Okay.
which doesn't match, which is shorter than 80 feet.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any rope?
I have a 50 feet of rope. We could tie our ropes together.
Let's do it. And I can arrow it.
Okay. You guys tie the ropes together, securing one end on your side of the ravine. And go ahead and make your attack roll.
Shot.
Oh, what are you casting again?
Bless.
Bless? Okay.
Okay.
So, Bless does...
A D4 to attack rolls.
So, okay, so yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack, and then I'll let you know if you need the extra D4.
Well, I rolled the attack, so I rolled like
Oh.
15 plus 8 is 23.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that hits. I was gonna say anything over 18 would lodge it in properly. Now, you're going to have to haul this rope bridge back. That's going to take a strength check, with advantage if somebody helps.
Would this be athletics or acrobatics?
You could sub athletics for it.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to be the one pulling. You might talk amongst yourselves who might be the best too, because
I can pull.
can
I'm
have
pretty acrobatic.
okay.
Yeah, I can help pull.
Okay, so
I have a bonus to athletics, so.
I have
Okay.
+4 to athletics.
okay, so one of you rolls, the other one gives advantage. So pick who's rolling and roll with advantage.
And I'll help.
Okay, so Rhina, go ahead and right click and roll with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because you're getting help.
Okay. So plus advantage.
Yeah.
Guess
Okay.
that's 19.
Yep, you guys get it up there. You can use some of your rope to secure the... it's going to take about 20 feet of rope to secure the...
I look around. Are there any vines that would be sturdy enough to assist with this?
There's not any vines. This is mostly spruce and quakies.
Any roots?
Aspen. Not really, no. Not without toppling a very large tree.
No time. Too much noise.
You guys can use some rope to secure it, or there are a few spells that could do it. I don't know. What do you guys have access to?
Spells for securing it.
Like,
Like
mending, a mending spell would be useful
Yeah,
in this
that would've been
situation. To mend the rope that's already there to the posts.
Yeah, that would have been great. I don't
Or-
have it.
Or you can use 20 feet of your rope. You guys
Yeah.
have 80 feet of rope, or 100 feet of rope anyway. So,
Mhm.
between two of you.
I think we should do that. Let me
Okay.
cut some rope off of this.
Okay, you guys get the bridge secured. Go ahead and... Who's doing the actual securing, and is somebody helping?
I'll help with it.
for
Okay.
securing.
Okay.
So I
we
probably
are-
know a lot of knots.
Yeah, we're gonna use survival for this one. That seems to be the most applicable. So go ahead
Okay.
with advantage.
Advantage.
Yep.
21.
Oh yeah. You guys get it secured, and you manage to only use 10 feet of rope to do it, and you're quite confident in it that it will hold at least one of you as you each cross. So.
As I am probably the heaviest, I will go last.
You don't want to test it? You are probably the heaviest. You're wearing metal armor, aren't you?
You know.
Would probably be acrobatics, right?
Just
It'd probably be whatever's the highest for you.
Well, acrobatics would be my highest.
It's a rope bridge. You can just walk across. You don't need to do anything
All right.
special.
Oh, it is.
It's just it's just too much weight will still cause it to be an issue. But
So one
you
at a
guys
time.
you guys are pretty sure one at a time you can get across. It's not like you brought any horses with you.
I'll go first.
Yay!
Jinx sprints across, doing a somersault at the end.
Go off!
I'll roll acrobatics just to add in some lively.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Apparently, I stumble.
Well, your somersault at the end wasn't as gracious as Jinx's, but you did land on your feet.
I just casually walk across
Okay.
and give everybody weird looks. Why are they showing off?
I
Okay.
guess I go ahead and follow after that.
Sweet.
Also casually.
Yeah.
No
okay.
flips.
No flips. No nothing. Okay.
Attempt to conceal myself after my.
After your stumble?
Yeah.
Rolling a stealth check. Most everybody can see you. Anybody with a passive perception less than 14 might have an issue, but everybody else can see you. So.
My passive perception is 16.
I continue with the weird looks. Like, what is going on here?
After you.
Okay, Salandris.
Yep, Salandris crosses.
As an elf, Salandris saunters across. Just, like, kind of like the two guys. I don't get it. Let's be gracious here. Come on. Okay. One left.
I'm going and I stop halfway
Okay.
and look around. Both down and then
Down.
around. Huh?
Down. You can see the bottom. You don't like the fact that you can see the bottom because it looks like a lot of stalagmites down there. Or
Lovely.
tights, whichever ones stick up. It's spiky.
What about behind us again?
Behind, you don't really see anything going on behind you. Just the forest that you had passed through this morning.
And I continue to cross and
Your
snicker
friend
a little bit as I pass Miss Butterfeet.
Snicker in it, Rhina hiding as best as she can behind a rock. Okay, you guys have all made it across. You guys do pick up the trail. They didn't seem to be hiding it on this side of the chasm. It does continue north. You guys want to continue following it?
Yep,
Do.
as well.
Sweet.
Yell out. Repeat ahead.
Can you tell I'm drawing this out? Is it that bad? I'm doing a good job of it, at least. Sorry. Out of character.
Well, we haven't encountered any dogs of doom yet.
Right. Or any of the many other things I planned on throwing at you. Right? You guys continue on north. And within about an hour, the owl reports back to you, Cylindris, that there is a village up ahead. Viewing through the owl, you see huts made of mud and stone and branches. This isn't a human village. Forms of goblins scurrying back and forth. Several dozen at least.
Right.
They continue on about their business, not noticing the owl perched overhead. So what do you do, Cylindris?
See here. I'll hold the whole party up now that I
Okay.
can actually see that.
Okay.
And I'll use spell Minor Illusion to show everyone else what y'all can see.
Okay, Solandris displays before you the scene I described. Several dozen goblins going to and fro. No sounds, just an image. Huts aligned. There seems to be an altar. Seems quite populated.
Are there any jails or bodies that could be from the barge?
Now there is a larger hut towards the center of the village. There seemed to be the only odd thing about this is things that your owl's seeing. The only odd thing about it that your owl can report is maybe some sort of metal is part of this structure. Seems to be shiny bits here and there.
Yeah.
What would metallurgy be under? Because I do some smithing. Would that be what, survival?
Well, sure if there's a specific skill for it. But you're really only able to see what Kenori, like, you just see the little glints in this large building that Kenori's displaying in this illusion. I don't know if you'd be able to do a metallurgical analysis on
Just by sight.
that. Yeah,
You
it
could make him do a history,
might be
like history of
steel.
metals.
It might be steel. It might be silver. It's just glinty and kind of,
There's nothing extraordinary that
nah.
would make it look different than.
It like it on close inspection, as best as the image can be portrayed through the owl and Kino and the magic.
Hey,
It looks like there might be bars interwoven into this structure.
okay. I point and say that could be a jail. If you look at what appears to be could be bars.
See if there's like any signs of anything someone left behind, or tracks or footprints.
Around where you're at, or like based on Solandris' illusion.
I guess like
Looking for anything out of
I
the
wanna-
ordinary that wouldn't be goblin.
yeah. Well, I wanna like
Like
check out
there's Like, you don't even
surrounding.
have to roll. There's definitely goblin tracks around where you're at.
Uh-huh.
The trail is still clearly pointed towards this village in the direction that Salandris indicated the owls in.
Does the village
Uh-huh.
look like it's segregated in any way that we could stealthily pick a few off here and there?
Well, it's a large cluster of huts. I don't have a map for it yet, but there's definitely sneaking opportunities.
I want to like hide and check things out.
Okay. Uh, do you want to get closer to the village then, Rhina?
Yeah, I want to get close enough to try to see if I can learn something more.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh,
As they're all moving up closer, I'm gonna
Well,
18.
so far only Rhina's going up closer.
Yeah.
18. Okay.
I assume,
Flanders
I,
is-
s- I assume it's still like daylight or evening.
Yeah, you are getting. It's pretty late in the afternoon, but the sun is still up.
Okay. So there's like some shadows under the trees and things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me see.
Yeah, at this point, Slander's is gonna take 10 minutes to do a ritual cast of comprehend language.
See, 1 second. That's what I was doing. I gotta find stats so I know what they're. There we are. Gotta click on a goblin. Yeah. You haven't seemed to draw on any notice. You've gotten pretty close to the camp. You can kind of see the layout. Not like in better detail than what Salandris' illusion provided, but also not as complete as far as the whole village layout. You can see
Uh-huh.
the metal in that large structure in the center is definitely bars, and it almost looks
Okay.
like there's movement inside. There are several goblins posted around this structure as well.
Did I see any people inside the bars?
It's really dark inside, and there's straw, twigs, everything interwoven with these bars. It's barely shadows
Uh-huh.
that you're seeing.
Could I attempt roll perception or?
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Yeah.
24?
Okay. As you're watching, you do see what looks like a hand that is clearly not a goblin's hand try to reach out between the bars and the twigs and the branches, and a goblin who's guarding quickly smacks it with a wooden switch, and it retracts back inside.
Okay.
There's something in there.
So something
Probably
humanoid.
people. Probably
Right.
people.
I probably wouldn't be able to guess like what
No.
kind of person the hand
No.
belonged to, but
No.
I could just tell it's bigger than a goblin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess I look to see if like what the entrances and exits are to the village and like what kind of where the goblins
Okay.
are,
You do
especially
get
on
a
the
good.
perimeter.
You do get a good layout. So you guys next week when we do this, you guys will have a battle plan, like a map to plan your approach from. So,
Okay.
between your information and Salandris' information, you guys can put together a map to plan from. Is there any other reconnaissance you want to do? I mean,
What's in the far end?
the far end.
Like the far opposite direction of where the cages are.
To the north, the furthest structure you guys see in the illusion. Rhina wasn't able to see it when she went up to scout. Was an altar, quite a large altar. The symbolism is kind of foreign, and like unless somebody wants to roll a history check or something that knows about goblins, maybe a religion check.
Could do
I'll
either
roll a
or.
history check.
Okay.
Let's see. Which would be more prevalent?
The history check has a higher DC, and 16 wasn't quite it.
So, religion is the easier one.
Yeah. So
Does a
17
religion
definitely.
check 17?
Yep, that'll do it. You do recognize the symbology being of the goblin god. I don't have a name for it at the moment, but it is certainly the iconography of a god that is commonly worshipped by the goblin kin.
Do we notice any with the goblins? Do they have piercings or anything?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
nose rings,
some
like that.
Yeah, they come in all types.
Okay. Need that for next time.
Okay. I think this was an awesome session for our first one. Didn't last quite as long as I wanted it to, but we still got a good few hours in on this.
Yep.
4 of them. So next week, we will be back at this. We'll pick up here where we left off with our planning of the combat. I'll have maps and everything ready. And more story beyond that. We're way past where I wrote. We did good today, guys.
Yay.
How did you guys like it? We having fun?
Yeah, I think things moved at a good pace.
Mhm.
Still,
I- Fumbled at the beginning, but I got into it.
Yeah,
Reaper's gonna get us all killed.
yeah.
That's what he was expecting the story to take longer. He expect Reaper just to attack every person he sees.
No.
As soon as we got to the camp, I whispered Raven, I'm like, I just want to shoot an Eldritch Blast in the air, just so my character's bored.
And my
you guys are
response
like-
was, "Of course you would."
Nice.
Yeah,
Well-
like we've been walking down this path for like fucking hours, and I'm just like, all right, we're here, and you guys are like, all right, hold up, we're gonna do some recon. I'm like, fuck that, let's shoot.
I would love to have you guys do the combat tonight, because that would push us all the way to 10 o'clock, I'm sure. But unfortunately, I don't have the maps prepared. I
It's fine.
didn't think we'd get this far.
That way we do more conversations earlier on.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more, getting to know each other in the meeting section. Here we are,
Yeah.
2/3 of the way into the first actual module after that. So, but that's all good. So yeah, next week we will pick up here where we left off. 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll gather a little earlier than that. It shouldn't take too long to get cameras and everything set up, so probably about 4:30. And yeah, Tarkov Wednesday. Who knows for the rest of the week? I probably do some of the asset design and whatnot for the maps live on stream. Thank you everybody for being here. It's been a great day. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.